As a person who has tried several side hustles online that are being advised maybe by YouTubers or maybe wherever on social media, I have tried a lot of side hustles. Some have worked, some have never worked. And in today's video, I want to give you the nightmares of side hustles. And also I'll be telling you the terrifying mistakes that you are making, or maybe I made while exploring the side hustles. Okay, so let's jump in and without wasting any time. Don't take me wrong, I love side hustle. I do most of the time my side hustles at home because I'm staying with my kids, and I love exploring different kinds of side hustles. And side hustle can actually help you in terms of actually supplementing your income, especially if you have some time and you can manage on a project. You can get you can make some money, or maybe you can make extra money towards your income, your normal income. Okay, and I have nothing against side hustle, but a lot of time I found that most of the failed side hustle that I have tried, it is because I didn't put in more research, and also I did not just conduct enough information when it comes to that side hustle. Now I'll give you an example. If you're watching me as a YouTuber and I'm sharing with you maybe a certain side hustle that I have seen, in today's world, I have noticed that side hustle are so many, and they are so many all over the internet, maybe on the YouTube. And most of the YouTubers who are doing the side hustle, even themselves, they have not tried these things. They do what we call copy and pasting, like not copy and pasting really, but when I do a side hustle on a certain thing, maybe I'm selling some mugs, or maybe how to make some extra money selling some mugs. I see and watch that video maybe from my friend. I come here and tell you about the same thing, but I have not tried it. So when you see this kind of videos, maybe when we tell you, or maybe when the YouTubers tell you you're gonna be making maybe 1,500 per week doing this side hustle, or maybe simply selling this kind of stuff online, and then you are triggered, or maybe you, because you are in a position whereby you are financially unstable and you need extra money, you will try it, and then you will take a lot of time building maybe that website. Maybe the YouTubers will even recommend some site that you can use and mark you. Let me tell you, those sites, or maybe those platforms they are recommending, they have an affiliate link, so you're gonna sign using their affiliate link. And what happened is that they're gonna get some portion, a little commission from those affiliates, or maybe from those links, because you joined through them. And for you, you will waste your entire day, or maybe even 2 days, or maybe even 1 week, just doing one side hustle that will not work. And because you didn't have time to research about that platform they are talking about, or maybe that side hustles, you just jump in and then start doing your thing, you won't succeed. And that's the first mistake that people normally do, and it is very terrible. And it leads you to actually think that all side hustles are bad, which is not true. Okay, so that is the very first thing I wanted to tell you. So in order to avoid this, make sure that you are getting enough information. Go through some reviews. Maybe if they are talking about side hustle, maybe working from home in a particular company, make sure that you are getting the right information. Are you able to do it? Like, is your location able to be accepted in that platform? Because most of the time, especially people who are maybe, let's say, let me just use the word Africa, maybe people from US or maybe other abroad, they will do these kind of videos in terms of actually side hustles, and then you fall on it because you are seeing them actually doing it, and you are imagining, oh, if they are making this kind of money, I can make it. But you are not considering the location or the country you are staying in, because let me tell you, most of the platforms that are actually being giving or offering these kind of things, most of them, if you do your research, you will notice that they have a limitation when it comes to country wise. Okay, so before you dive into any side hustle, be it freelancing, be it offering some services or whatever, just make sure that you are doing your own research. Ask people who have done their side hustle. Let them give you some reviews. Let them give you some proof of money so that you don't waste your time, you don't waste your money investing in something that won't work. Okay, so that is the first one I wanted to share with you. A terrifying mistake people normally do when it comes to actually side hustle, especially the beginner or maybe people who are beginning in side hustles, they do not actually manage their finances well in terms of actually how much they're going to spend on that thing or maybe on that side hustle. They end up actually overspending. And sometimes, like I said, you go to YouTube and then you see someone is making a video how to start your side hustle, maybe selling on Etsy or maybe selling on Amazon, and then you directly go to the website and start making. You open your account, you start doing your thing. 2-3 days later you come and say that maybe they request more information or maybe some extra fee when it comes to actually maybe you have made a sale, but this person did not actually explain if you're gonna spend money on that, and then you end up overspending your money and you don't actually get the return. Like maybe the profit that you have made from that side hustle is very little compared to the money that you put in, maybe for instance for hosting your website or maybe for getting the things that you want to sell or maybe the items or the equipment. So you end up actually being stressed up and you end up actually blaming each and everybody or maybe saying that this platform doesn't work, and then that leads to actually for you hating even trying another platform. Okay, so to avoid this, make sure that you are managing your money very well. If you're going to do a certain side hustle, make sure that you have money, you have planned your money, how you're gonna spend. Maybe if it is maybe hosting a website, how much you're gonna be using and which maybe website that you're gonna be using to host your platform, or maybe if you want to try maybe a platform for selling or maybe print on demand stuff, which platform are you comfortable making money on it or maybe using it to actually sell your products, so that you are not overspending and also getting yourself stressed up. Okay, so that is the terrifying mistake that I want you to avoid when you are actually starting your side hustle. Another thing that people normally do, especially new beginners in side hustle, is actually comparing their outcome with others. For instance, I made a video about how I made some money using Etsy or maybe selling on Etsy. A lot of you had mixed reactions, especially knowing that I'm a Kenyan, and most of you said that it doesn't work in Kenya, and you are forgetting maybe I was not using the account when I was still in Kenya. So, and then you go to try it, it doesn't work, it doesn't give anything or maybe any feedback, and then you start comparing yourself with me or maybe with other person or maybe your friend, but you don't know what that friend has done extra to actually achieve the goal that they have achieved. Okay, or maybe someone else is selling something and then they come with this extra amount of money, like they tell you they have made overnight or over a week, or maybe selling some digital products, and then you jump in without even doing any research, and then nothing happens. You end up being frustrated, and also you end up spending a lot of money on it. So avoid overspending and also comparing to others. Are we together? Another common or maybe terrifying mistake people normally do when it comes to actually side hustle is actually to think that everything should be free, and because you are trying for the first time, it should become like free, you should get free. That is a very terrifying thing, because imagine something free. They normally say cheap is always expensive. So don't go into side hustle thinking that you're gonna get everything or maybe you're gonna make a lot of success in terms of actually making money when you have not invested in anything. Just make sure that you're using the right apps, the right platforms to actually track your expenses, track your money, track maybe in terms of actually how you are going to spend on that particular platform, so that you do not get in court, like you don't get overspending and doing a lot of stuff that are not necessary.